Thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of the Mind Over Matter podcast. This episode, I'm joined by Cidney, where we talk about family trauma and the things we have to deal with amongst our family members. We get into talking about how we can instill confidence in ourselves and eliminate self-doubt. We talk about the Black struggle. We talk about a lot of movies, a lot of Marvel, music, and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode and keep listening on Spotify, YouTube, and other platforms. Thank you. Welcome back to another episode of the Mind Over Matter podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Ethan Freeman, and we are back again with another spectacular episode of the podcast. Yay! We are joined by a very special guest, a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a very long time. You know her as Cidney. I know her as Prom Queen. Clap it up for Cidney.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing better.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, why do you say better?
Man, 2020 was really an eye-opener for me.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of self-thinking,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting better as a person.
Gotcha.
I would think so, yeah.
Okay. Let's really talk about 2020. How was your overall 2020?
Boring. Would be the first word for sure.
Yeah.
I ended up,
Yeah.
taking up a lot of different things to do. I ended up doing embroidery, painting, all this other stuff that I didn't know I knew how to do, but now I do it.
Okay.
As like a stress reliever.
Okay. Did you find like you found like being in the house was something that was a real challenge for you? Like, what were the challenges of staying in the house?
At first, I was like chill about it because I like being in the house. But then I started realizing that everything's closing, and I was like, wait, but I actually do like going out the house sometimes.
Yeah.
So what am I gonna do now? And I really miss the movies so much.
Yeah. I know you're a movie fanatic. We want to talk about that later, but I know that you're a movie fanatic for sure. You've been watching the Disney Plus Marvel. You been up on that?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, we definitely gonna touch on that later.
Yes,
Of course. If you didn't know, I'm a Marvel fanatic. She's a movie fanatic.
I am.
Also a Marvel fanatic. So
I really am.
we're
I love it.
gonna talk about it later. But let's talk about your mental health in 2020. Speak on it. How was it?
Oof, it was dark. It was pretty bad.
Dark times, yeah.
Because like growing up, my mental health wasn't really the best. And going into high school, I realized I couldn't act like that. I was really a people pleaser growing up because I was bullied a lot.
Yeah.
Like, throughout elementary school and just like since I was born, really, by like family.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to realize what type of person I am. Because I always thought, I want people to see me as a nice person. I want people to see me as, when they look at her,
You're good.
like, oh, she's a great person. She's nice. I don't want them to think bad about me.
Yeah.
So I had to realize in 2020 that I can't worry about what people think about me. Because that's going to take over my life.
How did you get to that realization? I know a lot of people kind of don't realize those things about themselves until it's like a real eye-opener. What was that eye-opening moment for you? Was it being in the house?
It was being in the house, and I realized I got super anxious around certain people. Like certain people that had an effect on my life growing up that made me feel that type of way. Yeah. I realized that when I get around these people, for some reason, my heart starts pounding. I get super anxious. And I was like, I can't live like that. That's taking over my life. Yeah. So I had to like change it up. Yeah. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's good. I think a lot of the times, like, the people that are in our lives the most, probably the people we care about the most, hurt our feelings the most because we care about their opinion.
A lot.
And they kind of mold our anxiety. They mold our emotions, So did you feel that way?
I did. And it was so sad because like growing up, like I said, I was more so worried about, ooh, what do they think about me? Mm-hmm. Do they like me? Do they this? Do I do that? Because growing up, I would have to basically apologize for things I didn't do.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, I felt that. Yeah. I felt the same way. Like, I wouldn't say that I was a people pleaser, but I always I wanted everybody to be happy. I wanted everybody to be okay. And if it was me kind of stepping away or me thinking that I was the problem and me just kind of leaving the situation just for everybody to be like, okay, like everything's fine, then I would do it, I guess in a way then I was a people pleaser then. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like conflict like that. Like, I don't like conflict. I don't like people being like uncomfortable. Like, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, I don't know. This is one of those things that's weird for me.
Yeah, I'm really bad at confrontation.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I tend to just back away from things, and I used to a lot let people just say whatever to me. It was bad. It was really bad. Yeah, but now it's like, hey, like, I'm sticking up for myself. Like, what you just said hurt my feelings. Can we not do that again?
Oh, yeah.
At first, I used to be like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. It's okay. And my big thing also was that I was afraid to say no. I was always terrified to say no for some reason. Because growing up, saying no made me seem like I was the bad person for saying it.
Yeah.
So it got me in a lot of situations where it's just like, my face is saying no, my body language is saying no, but I say yes because I don't want to hurt their feelings. I'm not thinking about mine.
Yeah.
So I had to cut that out once I got to high school.
For sure. How is your mental health? I know you just said it's doing a lot better, but how is it today? Like,
it's doing way better. Now. Yes, I still have anxiety. Yes, I still get really anxious, but like, it's doing better to where I'm not really worried about what people feel about me. Like, what people think about me, their views and stuff. Because I've been told so much throughout life that I just kind of, I'm like, you know what? I don't care no more.
What steps did you take to get to that point where you don't really care about what somebody says to you? Because I know it takes a lot to get to that point.
It does. One day I kind of had like a real bad anxiety attack, and I was just like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep letting these people rule my life. And my stepping stone was that anxiety attack. So after that, I was like, you know what, Cidney, this can't keep happening. So that was really what happened. Yeah.
Got you. That's good, man. I definitely think that little stuff like that helps. It helps open your eyes. I know for me, like, the thing for me that helped me open my eyes is therapy. Like, realizing that I can control how I feel when someone says something about me. That really opened my eyes. It was like, well, that allowed me to take control of my life, because for a lot of my life, I let people dictate how I felt, and kind of just like, if somebody felt that way, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna follow that.
Right.
Or it's like, if I always felt like I had to prove myself as well, so it's like I always had to rely on someone's opinion on me and get someone's validation. But it's like, if I can find that validation in myself, then I'm good enough by my standards, not by anybody else's standards.
And that makes sense. Yeah, that's great, because like, when someone is able to just like dictate your life like that and take over your life, basically, you realize later on that, well, I'm kind of doing everything for them and not for myself. Yeah, like, exactly. My feelings matter too.
Exactly.
Not just theirs. And I had to realize that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. What, in your opinion, allows a person to achieve happiness and freedom? But with your answer, you have to also take that answer and apply it to your life. Like, what steps do you need to take to get to that answer?
I think, going back, I think it's really just worrying about my feelings. I think that's what can really achieve happiness, and also, just doing things that do make you happy. Like, if you like listening to music, do that. If you like watching movies, do that. Don't really worry about how people think about you doing those things.
Yeah.
And I think that's what can help you have happiness, because now that I don't really worry about, or like, starting to stop worrying about what people feel about me and think about me, I'm like 10 times happier.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really the key to it.
And I also think, like, just not caring about what people think about you, and also like kind of just taking control of how you think and how you feel kind of makes people drawn to you. Like people like authenticity. People like authentic people.
Yep.
People don't like seeing facades in people. Like they gravitate to people that are true to themselves and gravitate to people that are honest with themselves, because most people aren't honest with themselves, and most people aren't being authentic with themselves, or they're still trying to find themselves. So if they can attach themselves to someone that knows themselves, could kind of help them out.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that definitely being yourself and being comfortable with yourself and surrounding yourself by people that actually care and love you will allow you to achieve happiness.
Yeah.
And by being yourself, that's true freedom.
That really is.
Being yourself and being comfortable with yourself and not caring about what someone says, that's true freedom.
It's a huge weight off of your shoulders.
Yeah.
When you're able to just be yourself and be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I used to really not like my voice because my voice is deep. And I've been told by family members, oh, your voice is deep. You have this type of voice. So I used to just be like, oh, well, you know, there's really nothing I can do about that. That's just my voice. That's
how I felt about my skin tone for when I was growing up. Like I thought my skin every time someone would make a slight remark about how dark I am, I would get upset and it would bother me.
Right.
But now I love my skin tone because it's
As
like
you should.
What's better than being melanin is fuck. What's wrong with like I love being black. So it's like
exactly.
You just have to take that power in your own hands. If you love your skin tone or you love your voice, they can't take that away from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I used to get told so much stuff growing up, and I'm like, why would you say that to a kid?
Yeah.
Like, it was one time I was told I'm nothing but a pretty face with talent.
Exactly.
And I was like, well, dang, like, you know, I'm smart too, but that made me feel like I wasn't smart. And it kind of carried on with me until like middle school, high school, until I was like, you know, I got to college and I made the dean's list, and I was like, well, I am smart.
Yeah.
So, you know, why would they say that type of thing to an impressionable kid?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever at this point.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we can just blame it on CPA.
Yeah.
Just blame it on when shit goes wrong. Just blame it on College Park Academy. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
And whoever and to your voice, who fucking cares? You can sing your fucking ass off.
Thank you.
Your voice might, whatever. You have a low singing voice, but it sounds great.
Thank you.
So, who cares?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But how has your life experience shaped your mental health?
At first, it was pretty bad because I was anxious. I was sad. I didn't really think about myself. I kind of just thought about other people, and it kind of made me numb to things. So going through 2020.
Yeah.
I was like, Cidney, you can't keep doing these type of things. You gotta let these things go. Like, you gotta love these people from a distance, because even though they're family and I do see these people a lot, it's like, you know, just love them from all the way over there.
Yeah.
Because obviously they don't think that you're going to do anything with your life. And it's kind of sad to think that way, but it's true. And so I just have to remind myself about how I feel and the things I love to do and the people that love me. And that makes me way better. My mental health way better.
Okay. So it was like, I want to ask, like, how do you approach your family members now? It's like, because, you know, you talk about how they kind of, I guess, shitted on you, made remarks about you. It's like, do they still do that now?
Sometimes they'll just throw like sly comments out there, and I'm just like, you know what? I just stick up for myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it takes a minute, and sometimes I'd be like, oh, you know, it's okay, it's fine. But then I'd be like, you know what? No, it's not okay. It's not fine. What you said was out of pocket. Yeah. And you can't keep saying this stuff to me. It's not going to work. Yeah. It's not.
You know what I think it is?
What? You
too nice, bruh. You're too nice.
I am a really nice person.
You too nice, bro. You just gotta start yelling at niggas sometimes. You really do. I'm so serious. You gotta go off on them one time, bro. Just cuss them out. I know you got it in you, bro. Just cuss them out.
I don't know.
Even the response is too nice, bro. You know what? But I'm just playing. Like, you don't have to. Like, honestly, when my thing is like, if somebody's throwing negative energy at you, for me, I'm gonna throw love back, because it's like, I believe that the energy, the universe really resonates in energy. So if we just throwing negative energy at each other, we're just gonna receive a whole bunch of negative energy, and that's gonna be something bad's going to happen. But if you the only one throwing negative energy, that shit's gonna reciprocate right back to you. It's gonna, if I send you love, it's either gonna offset or the negative energy is gonna swerve around me and come right back to you.
Go right back.
Because I'm not gonna deal in negative energy. Like,
right. And I've always been taught to just be nice to people. Yeah. So even though people say sly remarks to me, even at school, family members, whatever, I'm just like, okay, you know, I'll take that, but whatever. It's, you know, it's nice to see you again, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I definitely had to learn that positive energy is the way to go. Like, whenever, if somebody doesn't like me, or if they have something slick to say, man, just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, just like, you know, all right, cool.
Cool. It's like,
that's how you feel.
I don't have nothing but love for anybody, especially like someone that has a problem with me. I don't have nothing but love.
Nothing but love.
Because it's like, I don't have anything else to say to you. It's like, whatever. Man. If I don't have anything nice to say, or if I don't have anything nice to say, I'm not gonna say it. So, it is. Have you ever experienced self-doubt and struggled with your confidence?
Yes, I have. Yeah. When it comes to like singing and stuff, I'm fine. I just go on stage, I do it, I'll sing. But like when it came to schoolwork, I downplayed myself a lot. Yeah. When it came to even just me like looking in the mirror and seeing myself, downplay myself a lot. Yeah. I was very self-conscious, and I had no confidence when it came to sticking up for myself, because again, like I said, I always was made the bad person when I did. Yeah. So I just stopped doing it. And then when people would say things to me, I just be like, oh, okay, just let it go, I guess. Yeah. Because I've always been taught to just like, you know, just let it go. People are mean, just let it go. Have you ever overcome like the self-doubt and confidence problems? Have you ever overcome that, or are you still doing it? I'm still doing it. Yeah. Even though like I know I'm smart, I still have those moments where I'm like, dang, Cidney, like that was not smart. Yeah. Like that. See, like I just downplay myself. Even though I know I can do it, I still downplay myself. Now, when it comes to like looking in the mirror and seeing myself, I'm like, you know what? You're pretty. You're a pretty person. It's okay to like just boost yourself up. Yeah. And so I'm getting there. Yeah, something I still struggle with too. Like I doubt myself. Really, I doubt myself sometimes with this podcast. No. But here's the thing though. Like I used to really look at the numbers and be like, who's watching it? How many people are watching? Like I used to do that. Now I really don't look. I don't look at the number. Once I post it, I kind of just move forward. Right. I don't really look at my page. I don't look at my numbers. I don't look at who's watching. Now, like, it took me a while to get there, but now I kind of just let it go. Because it's like, if it's going to pick up traction, it's going to pick up traction. Right. I know it's going to pick up traction somehow. And I know I'm not the best at it right now. I might not even be that good at it right now, but I'm going to get better. No, you're great. But even if you think I'm great, but imagine how I can be in the future. If you think I'm good now, imagine how I'm going to be in the future. You know, that's like, you know, progress. That's what I think about self-doubt and like confidence. Like growing up, I never really thought I was the best looking person or like the most funny person or the most athletic. Like I never thought I was the best. That's why I always wanted to be the best. Exactly. But it's like I had to. But it was always me comparing myself to other people. It was never really challenging myself. It was always someone else is the challenge. I have to be better than them. But I now notice that it's not about them. It's about me in terms of that. It's not about them. It's about me getting better within myself and not within someone else, you know? And I think a lot of people try to compare themselves to other people's, and that's where their self-doubt and that's where their confidence goes down. Instead of trying to be the best person that they are, they try to be the best person amongst everyone. Yeah, for sure. I understand, because when it came to like, you know, school, work and all this other stuff, I'm like, well, you know, that person, they got an A. Yeah. I didn't get an A. So maybe I'm dumb. Like, am I dumb? Like, what is going on? Or it'd be like, oh, well, you know, this person got this amount right, but I got those questions wrong. So I'm like, Like, what's going on? Like, am I dumb? What's going on? I don't understand.
Did you ever feel pressure from your family? Because you're obviously a really good singer, but did you ever feel the pressure of being a singer? Like, was there ever a point where you didn't want to, but your family was like making you do it?
Nah, it was more so they don't think that, because I picked my major. My major is music. Mm-hmm. So they're like, oh, well, you're not going to really go anywhere with that. You should pick something else.
Yeah,
like,
I heard
stuff
that
like that. But my parents, like my mom, my dad, my little brother even, they encouraged me to keep going. Mm-hmm. So like when I was little, if I wanted to, let's say, play the piano, which I did, they put me in piano. If I want to do this, they put me in it. So they encouraged me, but my other side of the family just kind of just like, it's not going to take you anywhere. You should do something else. You should take up something else.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, before I actually picked my major for school, I used to say I was going to school for like something dealing with science, because people would be like, oh yeah, you can do something with that one.
Yeah.
But then when I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm actually going to school for music. And they're like, you're not going to go anywhere with that. Like, you should pick something else. I'm like, well, dang. Like,
damn, dream crushers.
Like, well, dang.
That's fine. I don't really, I can't fuck with no hating ass nigga. That's one thing I can't, that's one thing I can't deal with.
I was just like, well, I'm going to still do it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to still do it anyway.
Thing is like, it's always somebody telling you, like, maybe you shouldn't try it. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. And I've heard that about, like, me, because before I wanted to talk about mental health, I wanted to just be talking about sports. I just wanted to talk about sports. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be on TV talking about sports, maybe on ESPN or like Fox or whatever. And I noticed that I just wanted to do it because I liked sports. It wasn't really something I really wanted to do. I obviously wanted to talk, but that's not the reason why I wanted to talk. Now I found what I actually want to talk about, and this is it. Mm-hmm. But at first, people were telling me, well, maybe you should, try doing cybersecurity. That's where the money is. Or maybe you should be a PE teacher. What the fuck?
Okay.
Fuck. Why the hell would I want to be a PE teacher?
That was just so random.
No, they don't make any money. And why the fuck would I want to be around kids? Why? But anyway, that's besides the point. But I just didn't get it. But I don't know. There's people just trying to derail my dreams, but I was just like, no, I don't want to do any of that. I want to do this. Like, this is what I want to do. And I'm really regretting going to school because school sucks, guys. Like I said last week, school is a scam. Yeah. School is a hoax.
School is not. It's not the move, y'all. I mean, if you want to, that's your choice. But
school is a hoax.
Honestly, it is taking a hold on me right now. It's like
school is a hoax, bro.
But people are weird. Like, people are really weirdos. Like, if it's not benefiting them for some reason, you shouldn't do it. Like, I don't know. Some people are just like...
Yeah, people want to... Because they kind of want to put their dreams on you. Yeah, they want to live their life through you. Mm-hmm. So it's like they want... Cause they want you to make... And maybe for them, it's coming from a good place. But at the same time, it's like... Why are you... You're telling someone, no, don't do that. Don't follow your dreams. Live your life. Live a life where you can just make money. And like, life's not about money.
Like, personally, I wouldn't want to be in a job where I'm just sad all the time and this is not what I want to do. Yeah. Like, no matter what the pay is, I'm not happy.
Exactly.
I'd rather be doing my dream and doing what I want to do instead of doing something I don't want to, because then I'm not going to put my full effort into it.
Yeah. A wise man once said, for what's money without happiness? That wise man's name is Jermaine Cole.
Oh.
But it's like a point there. What's the point of having all that money if you're going to a job that you hate?
Hate?
Like, I don't know where cybersecurity people do their jobs. I don't know if it's in a cubicle or if they're at an office building or in their house. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to.
That's the same thing as doing, like, I'm going to be sitting in front of a screen all day. Why do that when I can sit in front of a screen and talk to a microphone and talk to people about their mental health and give people advice and help people?
Sounds good to me.
Like, I don't want to be a numbers cruncher. Like, that's so boring. Mm-hmm. So like,
it doesn't sound like fun.
It's just literally just about money. If anybody does that job, I find it hard for someone to be like, yeah, I definitely want to go into cybersecurity. That's the shit. Cybersecurity, that's my shit. Yeah, cybersecurity, that's the one. Man. I want to do that. I honestly, don't hear someone, especially kids nowadays. Nah, I don't see that, bro.
Man, I don't see that. I don't like, when I used to work at this daycare, the kids just be out the blue with the stuff they want to do. When they be like, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be this. I want to be that. Exactly. I ain't never heard no kids say they want to do cybersecurity.
But here's the thing, like, even when your kid is that young and they saying they want to do that shit, say, yeah, do it.
Do it.
You can do it. you can do whatever you want.
You can do it. I never understood, like, like growing up, when I go into the daycare or whatever, I would see so many parents like just crush their kids' dreams, and I'm like, dang, if this little girl want to be a princess, let her think she gonna be that princess, man.
Yeah. All right, but here's some things. Some things you just be like, yeah, all right. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. I want to be a Power Ranger. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You want to be a Power Ranger? Okay.
You talking about like an actor?
Yeah. Or? You want to like some things you just gotta say yeah, okay. But if like there's something, if my 6-year-old says you want to play in the NBA or the WNBA, okay,
all right,
do it. I'll put you in basketball.
Let's start now.
Let's like pick up a ball and shoot it. Let me see. Pick up a ball and shoot it.
Let me see where this is going.
Let me see where this goes.
Let's see. Like, yeah, for sure. Like, I know, like, in the future, later on, like, when I have kids or whatever, if my kid is like, hey, Mom, I want to do this, or hey, Mom, I want to do that, all right, let's go do it.
Yeah.
Let's go do it. If you want to play instruments, what instrument you want to play?
Yeah.
If you want to play a sport, what you want to do?
Exactly.
Like, which
exactly.
one?
That's how it has to be. Mm-hmm. I don't really see why parents, I guess they're trying to, in their way, they're trying to protect them from like not being, I guess, trying to follow a false dream. But it's also like some of them kind of think that the dream is false because they didn't go through with their dreams. They didn't live the life that they wanted to live. So they think it's hard. They think like, okay, if I couldn't live my dreams, then how can my child live their dreams? It's unrealistic.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like really weird. And I'm so happy that my parents just went like, all right, come on, let's do it. Like, if you want to do it, let's do it. Yeah. Like, they put me a dance at one time. It wasn't for me, but, like, I ended up being like, hey, this ain't my thing. I'm more so with the singing. Like, put me on that side.
Yeah. And you wouldn't do choreography?
Man,
You don't have any rhythm?
I have rhythm. I just, for some reason, I don't understand how to pick up choreography.
You just do, like, little subtle dances? Like, the dancers will be in the background while you're singing?
Yeah, because... Okay. Like, or if you try to give me choreography, just let me work on it for a little bit because for some reason it ain't working.
Gotcha. What's your biggest motivation in life?
I would have to say my biggest motivation for sure is my family. Like, my mom, dad, my brother. Like, they are my biggest motivation. Seeing them in the morning, I just be like, yo, dang, like, these people cool. These some cool people.
Yeah.
These some cool people. Even my dog, I'd be like, she cool. So for sure it would be seeing my family and seeing them do what they do and being like, you know what, that motivates me. And also, not even gonna lie, when people say things to me that aren't, nice, that motivates me. Yeah. For sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. For me, I definitely love affirmations. Tell me something good.
Yes.
Tell me something nice. That shit makes my day.
Yes.
Ethan, I love your podcast. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That shit means a lot to me. That shit is a real confidence booster. Like, I need confident boosters. Like, I really do need someone. Like, it's not even like I need it. I don't need it. Let me not say need it. But, like, if I really enjoy when someone gives me a compliment. Yeah. Like, I really enjoy it. It makes me feel really good. But if you don't want to, that's fine. But just know it hurts my feelings.
I understand when people be like, oh my God, like after I'm finished singing, they be like, that was really good. You did a great job. Da, da, da. I'm like, well, thanks.
Yeah, like,
thank you.
Affirmations help for me a lot. Yeah, a lot.
They're great. They're great to get. They make you feel nice inside.
For sure. For sure.
Feel nice.
Have you ever let your pride get in the way of any opportunities or new perspectives in life?
I would have to actually say no to that because I wasn't as confident as I should been to actually do it. So I would just be like, oh, like that's not for me, or I'm not that good to do it.
Oh, so it was really like your confidence.
My confidence
kind of negated your pride. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I'd be like, oh, I'm not that good to do it. Maybe somebody else can do it. Mm. And it's like, yo, like, just go do it. Like, when I had to audition for this school in New York, I was terrified because I'm like, there's all these theater kids that know about theater. I've never been in a play, never done this. I was like, I'm a little scared. These kids know what to do. I don't. And when I got in, I was like, what? Hold on. This must have been like a mistake.
You kind of, it's kind of like a guilt trip kind of thing. Like you didn't think you were worthy of making it in.
No, I didn't. But then, like I said, 2020 really helped me for sure. Realize, like, Cidney, no, you are worth it. No, you can do it. Just go do it.
Oh, so you really made it into the school?
Yeah.
Hey. hey. That's tough. How you like the school?
I didn't go.
Oh, wow.
I didn't go.
She literally watched me clap for her and she didn't.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't end up going. I was going to. I'm sorry. I didn't end up going.
Why not?
Ended up going to Bowie.
Why not?
It was so expensive.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
It was so expensive to live in New York.
Oh, yeah.
To go to school there.
Yeah.
And then when I took the tour, I was like,
it's not that good. It's not that.
It was like hyped up, and then I was just like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm not really feeling it. And then when I saw that price, I was like, yep. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm okay. Got you.
Do you make music though?
No, I don't, but I want to. I really want to.
Are you good at writing songs? Have you ever do you write poetry?
Not poetry, but I do write books.
Have you ever tried writing poetry? Because poetry is just like a song. It's damn near like a song.
I haven't tried, but I should get into it because I feel like that's really going to take me further with my music career. Yeah. So I should try that out. Yeah. I'm going to try that out for sure.
Because even if you start writing, you could write your own music. You can start writing for other people. See Victoria Monet?
That is true. That is very true.
She's on right now. She wrote for Ariana Grande.
That is very true.
Just saying. True. You could do it.
I should really get into that. It's this confidence thing with me. For some reason, it's just like, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I can do it. I can do that. And I'll start, and I'm like, nah.
But it's like, you have to keep going, though. Like, if you will never know if you're good, or at least if it's for you, if you don't try. Because even if you don't like writing music, if it's not for you, you won't know if you didn't try.
If I didn't try it.
Yeah.
And I should. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because there's a lane for everybody, bro. I can really see you like a little indie artist, indie R&B.
I love that. Yeah.
I kind of see you in that lane, but, that's just me.
I really love that. I do listen to that type of music, too. I listen to every type of music. Like, if you throw music at me, I'm going to listen to it. Yeah. I do veer off from country sometimes.
Same. I
do veer off from country.
Country? You lost me with country. Like, some country songs are cool, but
some are cool. I
can't.
Like Carrie Underwood, love her. I do listen.
She can sing her ass off.
I love Carrie Underwood, but that is the only country singer that you will hear me listening to. Other than that, I listen to like pop, R&B. I listen to K-pop. I do. I listen to all that. So.
Yo, I went to this Korean restaurant yesterday. Their food was amazing.
It's great. I love Korean barbecues. Yeah, I do.
Korean. And it was like one of those restaurants where you cook for yourself.
That's the one we have.
It was Iron Age.
Iron Age, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Their food is amazing.
K-pop on the TVs.
They were playing K-pop the entire time we were there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Some of their songs, some of them were slapping. Probably like one or two of them were slapping. But I can't listen. I'm not one of those people that can listen to K-pop.
I personally love K-pop.
That's fair. Some of it be slapping sometimes. Some of they should slap.
At first, I was kind of like, like what? And then now I'm going to concerts and getting albums, all this other stuff.
Yeah, I will say like I was on a date.
Ooh.
I was on a date. Yes, I was on a date. She said the visuals were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really paying attention to the visuals like that. Yeah. But what I did see, it looked like some professional shit.
Yo, these K-pop idols go through so much.
I heard some behind the scenes. Their training is intense.
Training is intense. They train for years.
No wonder why them niggas can dance they ass off. They be dancing hard as shit.
Yes, they be training for years, like singing. And some idols aren't even from Korea. So they got the singing, dancing, plus learning Korean, plus doing this, plus doing that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
They be dancing their ass off. Like, I'm like, bruh. I'm not going to lie to you. I can hear Chris Brown making a song going to them.
But they're actually doing songs like, the group, the big one, BTS, right? They do songs with Western idols and stuff like that. There's other groups too, though, that do songs with Western idols.
Yeah, I'm not going to, this might sound ignorant, but I only thought it was BTS.
You only thought?
Yes, I thought it was just BTS. And then, shout out to Ashley, but Ashley Cooper posts a lot of K-pop on her page.
We literally talk about K-pop all the time.
A lot. And she made me realize that it's way more groups than BTS. It's a lot of them.
Some groups I don't even know. They just be like, yeah, this is this group. And I'm like, where did they come from? Where did this group come from?
I don't know. K-pop is taking over.
Shout
out to all the K-poppers out there.
Yes.
Out there.
Shout out to you guys. I know it's crazy.
Yeah, they go through. I've heard some wild stories. Like, they go through some shit behind closed doors. Like, their managers are crazy. Their managers are crazy as hell.
It's one rule where, like, depending on the company, they can't date. They have a dating ban, so they can't date for like 3 years.
Why not?
They want them. I guess they want them to
just focus on the music.
Yeah, so they're like, y'all can't date for 3 years, and even then, they're kind of like, keep it on the down low if you do date.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
You wouldn't even really know, because, like, whenever you see, like, videos of them, like, whenever, like, Ashley posts a video of them and just chilling, like, they look like they're having the time of their life. And they probably going through some shit behind closed doors, for real.
I be on, like, Stan Twitter, like, on that side, where it's just, like, a bunch of K-pop stans or whatever. Ruthless. Some people are ruthless.
Everybody with a OD fan base is Beyonce fans.
Ruthless.
Nicki Minaj fans. Ruthless.
Like, no cut cards. They will come after everybody. Just, they don't even care.
Yes, they will come after you, bro. There's some people you just don't talk about. If you got something bad to say about Beyonce, just keep it to yourself.
BTS, don't you dare.
If you got something bad to say about Nicki Minaj, keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself, bro.
Like, I just be scrolling on Twitter. I'm like, well, that was very out of pocket, but I would just scroll past. Like,
I don't know. It's just some people you just don't talk about. All right, let's talk about some almighty, beautiful black people.
What
do you think about Black Lives Matter? What do you think they accomplished last year with their protests? Oh, obviously you saw what they accomplished, but we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So much happened last year. Like, being inside, and I was seeing all the protests and everything. I was like, go for it.
Did you protest?
Sadly, I did not go out there. I was a little too scared. I'm not going to lie. I was a little too scared to go out there. I wanted to, but I was like, one, that's a lot of people, COVID. And I was like, two, that's a little scary because police were not playing around with y'all.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm proud of y'all for doing that, though. Like, y'all did something that a lot of us probably couldn't do. Go out there and protest for stuff that's right. Just, like, being treated like a human being, a decent human being. And so it was just like, I personally am big on Black Lives Matter, but I do think some people take it just a little overboard.
What do you mean by that?
Just a little bit. Like, like canceling people. Like, like if they don't support Black Lives Matter, like, cancel. Even though personally me, I'm like, I don't see how you'd be like, no, that's wrong, terrorist group. Like, like some people say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's just we want to be treated like a decent human being. But personally, I wouldn't go and be like, cancel to that person. That's your opinion for some reason. Go ahead.
Are you talking about, like, other black people that aren't really huge supporters of the group? Like, obviously they know that we're all human beings, but they're not like Black Lives Matter. Do you mean that? Like, people that cancel them, or just like anybody?
I feel like it's just like anybody, but personally I have been around some black people who are just like, no to Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, you not, as a black person, not support it? But then I'm like, at the same time, like, that's your opinion.
Did you actually ask them? What did they say?
And like, when I ask them stuff, they just be like, no, I don't really support it. The looting and the rioting and stuff.
That's probably why.
And I'm like, but do you see the other message behind it? Like, besides the looting and rioting, do you see the other messages? And they really can't answer that question. Yeah.
Here's the thing about the looting and the rioting. It's like, I feel like peaceful protests, they work to a certain extent. Yeah. I think the looting and the rioting and the just being ultra aggressive, it's kind of a point to that.
It's a point.
It's kind of like we're not gonna take your shit no more. Like, we're tired of this shit.
We're tired.
It's like this shit happens all the time. Like, we protest peacefully all the time. Mm-hmm. When are y'all really gonna get the message?
The message.
And when we start fucking with y'all money, then you're gonna get the message. Like, whoa, it's like, I think messing with someone's money, messing with their pocket is going to help them. Okay, all right, well, listen.
That's how they really open their eyes and see.
Yes. If you really if they're like, peaceful protest is cool, but it's not really getting their attention. Like, we do that shit all the time. If you really think about it, like, black people get killed by the police all the time. Like, there's literally just 2 or 3 cases of that shit happening while the trial was happening.
It's like every day for some reason. And it's just like, every time I go on Twitter or every time I just open my phone, black person dies. Exactly. This person died. This child died.
Or like, someone's getting abused by a white person, or someone's getting harassed, and see the black guy in the neighborhood getting harassed by that. Here. Like, what? Exactly. Big swole white guy. Who the fuck are you? Like,
just came out of the blue. You don't live here. Like, who are you to say that? Yeah. Who are you to just be like, you don't live here? Like, what, sir?
I don't know, but it's like, I think that the rioting and the looting is necessary. Maybe not the looting, but the rioting, setting fire, or at least destroying public property. I think that it's a method there, and it's kind of necessary. Where it's like, we need to get the point across and kind of mess with their money.
Yeah, like the Target. They was big mad that Target got like burnt down and stuff. But I'm like, but y'all not mad at this man dying? Exactly. Y'all mad at a Target being burnt down, but not this? Y'all priorities.
I'm saying a life is more valuable than any item in that store.
Exactly. I'm like, Target can honestly build where you're standing right now if they want to. Exactly. So like, I'm not really worried about a Target being burnt down. I'm more so worried about this because he can't go home to his family. Exactly. Or she can't. So it's like, like, come on now, priorities.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the one thing I would say is like, the rioting is definitely necessary. The Black Lives Matter movement kind of just puts a Band-Aid on the situation, and then it goes back to normal. So I kind of want more things to happen. More people getting in the government, more people really being in positions of power where we can help our actual community out. So it's like those type of things I want to happen. Yeah. Because there's still a lot more work to be done where our community is. I guess we lift our community up, because of course there's going to be poor people. When in the U.S. and capitalism, there's going to be people at the bottom. But at least let our ghettos and our bottoms not be as savage as they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get the guns out of that neighborhood. Let's start at least creating a positive environment around the poor, disenfranchised communities. Like, let's start putting positive energy around there, getting rid of all the fast food restaurants. Like, let's put some jobs there, job opportunities there, so people don't have to start selling drugs and doing all that. Like, let's put some real opportunities there for people to really thrive instead of trying to survive.
It's so bad. Like, it's just like they don't care. That's like the feeling I'm getting. And especially with this recent case, like with the little girl, the 15-year-old girl, Micaiah, it's like, who do you call? Yeah. Who do you call now? Because she called them. So
and then they killed her. And so she needed y'all help.
Like, who do you call? Like, it's at the point where it's like, I can't even call the police for an emergency, even though that's what I'm taught to do. Because they're automatically going to see me, a black girl, and be like, it's her. And that's so scary. I feel like that is terrifying.
Exactly. I mean, that's what we all think. It's like, we shouldn't be scared of the people that are supposed to be protecting and serving our community. How are you protecting and serving our community if you're killing us? If we're scared
Right.
Shitless of you.
Terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified. I hate driving past cops because it's like, oh snap, like, you know, they're gonna look over, they're gonna see me, like see my mom, see my dad, and just like, oh God, I don't want that to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm terrified every time, even just like walking down the street, or I'll see a cop or something and I'm like, face forward, don't even look at the cop.
Yeah.
Because they're automatically gonna think I'm sus for some reason, just because I'm black. And I'm like, that's not a place that I want to live in. Exactly. Especially if I can't feel protected by the people who are supposed to protect.
Exactly. For sure. I definitely agree. It's sad, bro. Like, honestly,
I think it's sad. A power thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's like a power trip thing with cops, because it's like, basically I have a say-so over how your life goes from now on. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, if you get pulled over, I have a say-so if you go to jail, if you do this, if you do that. Mm-hmm. I really do think it's a power thing.
Of course. It's people that either they're a white man and they've had power their entire life, white privilege. Mm-hmm. They've had that power their entire life.
Which is a thing.
Definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. If anybody that doesn't believe that white privilege is a thing, either they're misconstruing what it is, they don't really fully realize what white privilege is, or they're just ignorant to the fact that, like, you have an advantage in this country because you're white.
Exactly.
It's plain and simple.
It's literally on the news all the time. Like, all the time. Like, these white boys can go shoot up places and get just handcuffed. Go to jail. While these black people can literally be walking down the street and that's it. They're dead. So it's like, if you for some reason don't believe white privilege is a thing, I don't know what you're looking at, but it's not reality.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, but like, damn, what was I saying? God dang, Cidney, fucking distracted me. It's like, no, I was just like, cops. Mm-hmm. What was I saying?
You were talking about power trip.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Cops, they've either known that power their whole life and they're addicted to it, or they were bullied and they just never had power before.
And now that they're a cop,
now that they have power, they just like, okay, I have control over it.
They're hungry for it.
Yeah, they don't know how to use their power for good. Not all cops. Not all cops are bad, but cops give other good cops a bad name, where where people are scared of good cops and don't know if they're going to go home safe because a cop pulled them over. Like, cops are really villains now.
Villains, yes.
When they're supposed to be heroes.
That's the crazy thing. It's like, your job is literally to be the hero in this situation, but now everyone sees you and they're like in fear.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, every time we turn on the news or open our phones, is a video of someone getting killed.
Exactly.
Like, you're not supposed to do that. Come on now.
And that's exactly another example of white privilege.
Yep.
White people don't see cops as villains. They don't see. I'm not going to speak for white people because of obviously I'm not white. Don't want to be white at all.
Not
but
either.
I know that most white people, I can't imagine that if they get pulled over, they're scared for their life. They're probably scared like, oh shit, probably gonna get a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh shit, damn, I just got this car. Oh, my dad's gonna kill me because I got a ticket. No. When a black person in the car, like, damn, am I gonna really go home tonight?
Am I gonna live?
Exactly. Like, am I gonna make it out of this situation?
That is terrifying.
Exactly.
And I'm supposed to be looking at a cop like, oh, it's fine. You're gonna protect me.
No.
That's not how I see cops. No.
Exactly, bro.
I'm terrified.
Speaking of shitty ass cops, what do you think of the Derek Chauvin verdict? Were you happy? Were you ecstatic?
Beyond happy. First of all, I was in Aldi's and I was watching it on my phone and I legit screamed yes. And everyone just looked at me like, is she okay? Like, what is wrong with her? No, I was like super happy because I was scared. I was genuinely scared this man was going to get off, which is like messed up in my part. Like, that's what I think.
It's legit. It's like, legit.
I should have faith in our justice system, but I don't. I don't at all. I really thought he was going to get off, but with all the witnesses and the doctors and everybody, I was like, yo, this has to be a closed case. Like, just clean and clear. Like, this man's going to jail. He murdered someone.
Yeah, exactly. That has to be like that. Here's the thing. I think Derek Chauvin, I think that he had to go away Mm-hmm. And this might be fucked up because justice was served. Let me say that first. Justice was served. Mm-hmm. He deserves to be guilty on all 3 counts.
Yes.
For sure. And I think that the other cops that were there deserve to be punished as well for letting him just kneel on his neck for that long and not do anything. You're a police officer and you're just letting him kneel on his neck, and no, you just can't do that. But I definitely think that in the government's case, why would you let him get off?
Like,
if I'm a and I'm just putting myself in the body of a white old man.
Yes.
All right. If I see all these people outraged last year around the same time,
right,
destroying shit because he died. Mm-hmm. If I let this white man off on all 3 cases,
it's like World War III.
This shit is going to be nuts. It's going to be way worse. Mm-hmm. They're going to destroy Minnesota. They might destroy Minnesota. Yeah. They might destroy Minneapolis. Or I don't even know if I said that name right. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. The little twin cities, St. Paul and
Yeah.
They might destroy those cities.
It would have been done.
All the cities, the major cities, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Miami, Atlanta, like all those there, people are going to protest and riot. It's going to be a lot worse. Mm-hmm. So why would I let Derek Chauvin get off? Like, you have to be like, bruh. I would have walked into the room and was like, bruh.
Just think about it for a second. Think about it.
I would have been like, bruh. You might have to. You're gonna go down for this one, okay? We can't win with this one. We can't roll the dice with this one, okay? You saw what happened. You saw what happened last year. We can't afford for that to happen. Look,
it would have been World War III out there.
Look, you got to take the bullet. All right, we might be able to get you out on good behavior. Possibly not, though. Possibly not. You might have to live the rest of your life in prison, but it's okay. We're gonna get next people. You kind of just have to lay your life, kind of fall on the grenade for everybody else. Everything's going to be okay. Right. Things are going to be back to normal in like 5 years. That's how the white people are thinking. I'm not thinking that way. That's not me. No. I'm just saying. White people might be like, yo, we might be back to normal in like 5 years. You might just have to bite the bullet for this one.
Yeah.
That might be a fucked up way of thinking, but that's just how I think. But I think that they just made him like, look, you got to take the guilty plea. Mm-hmm. And you just got to be the face of this bad incident, bro.
Like, honestly, I feel like if they said not guilty...
Mm-hmm.
It
would have been explode, bro. I'm telling you, they might have charged that courtroom, bro.
Yo, like, because there was a ton of people outside.
They might have charged that courtroom, bro.
They would have went in there.
Yes, there might have been a capital attack, but they ought to have been a courtroom attack.
Like, the world would have just went, like, down if they would have said not guilty.
It would have been bad.
And then I still would have been confused because I'm like, how do you see that video and say not guilty?
Nah, it's no way.
It's like
he was on his neck for too long.
There's no way.
He was kneeling on his neck with his hands in his pocket. Mm-hmm. His hands in his pocket were clearly showing that he's laid back. He doesn't have a care in the world, and his hands is in the pocket showing this carefree. But you're kneeling on someone's neck, meaning your hands in your pocket. You're careless, meaning you don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Right.
You just care. You're just living life.
I was like watching
with your knee on someone's neck.
He looked genuinely shook that he was going to jail.
Oh yeah. The way he looked, he was just like,
he was like, oh,
like,
wait, y'all niggas serious?
Y'all told me I was going. Y'all niggas told me I was going home.
Right. He's like, whoa, hold up.
You told me I was going. You told me I was going home.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, yeah, you going home. You going by that, you going to that cell.
That's it. That is your home.
That's your home for the rest of your life. Like, really, he's gone. I mean, his life is done, though. Like, his wife divorced him right when this shit happened.
As she should.
He's done for, bro. He's done for. Oof. But shout out to George Floyd. I know you resting good in the sky, knowing that you got some justice. So, R.I.P. R.I.P. What do you think about the vaccine? Have you gotten it?
Yep, I got my second one today.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I got it today. I feel fine. The side effects that people be talking about, I didn't get it the first one, and I feel okay now. Like, my arm's good. Now, the first one, my arm was a little like weird, but it felt like any other shot that you would get.
Yeah.
Like your arm just feels like
it was a sore. Mm-hmm. I had the first one, but so it was like my arm was sore, but I mean my arm's good now. Yeah, I think I'm good. Which one did you get? Pfizer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one I got. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if you're okay, I should be okay, right?
Yeah.
I still have hope that I'm gonna turn into Spider-Man.
Not Spider-Man.
I'm trying to be Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like Miles Morales, but Ethan Freeman.
Honestly, though, that sounds cool.
But I was like, if I can start crawling up walls,
I was ready for
getting strong.
I was ready. Like everyone was like, "Oh my God, you gonna grow a third arm with this shot?"
They was talking about December 21st, and niggas gonna get superpowers. No, the vaccine gonna give you superpowers. I'm still waiting on my bug bite.
Like, let's go. I was ready for it.
I'm still waiting. Yeah.
Like, I am ready to join the Avengers.
What if somebody turned into the Hulk off that shit, though? For real. Really, like, turn green. What if you saw that shit in CBS?
I'd be like...
Somebody really hulked out because of the vaccine, bro.
I'd be like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm not going to lie. Nah, I wouldn't take it. Nah. Just cause if you turn into Hulk, you can't control... You literally have to learn how to control that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And the way that nigga Bruce Banner was going through that shit, nah.
He looked like he was in pain.
Yeah, the way that man was fighting a Hulk, nah, bro.
Nah, that's
especially
when
that nigga went to Thor. He was in Ragnarok, and he wasn't even Bruce Banner for like 2 years.
2 years. He was like, I'm a little too scared, can't do it. Like,
nah.
Scared. I don't want that. No, thank you.
Yeah. All right, we gonna cruise through these subjects. All right, music. Give me your top 5 albums of all time.
Oof. Okay, hear me out. I don't remember album names.
Okay,
but I do remember artists.
Okay. All right, so top 5 artists of all time.
Ooh, of all time that I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a lot of Bruno Mars.
Good.
I listen to a lot of Alicia Keys.
Yes.
I listen to a lot of K-pop. I do.
Okay.
I do listen to Doja Cat, but it's really just one song that I listen to. Streets.
Okay.
I love that song.
Is that the song that's really popular right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been listening to it since the album came out, and that's like my favorite song by her. And then I would have to say one more person that I listen to. I do listen to a lot of older artists.
Yeah. I
do. So I listen to a lot of like TLC. I listen to even artists that came out like 50s, 60s, 70s. I listen to that too. Like my music is just all over the place. Got you.
But
those first two, for sure.
Okay. Bruno Mars and Alicia Keys. That's not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
I love them.
Which album would you say closely resonates with you in terms of your life? Like if you had to choose an album that represents your life up to this point, which one would it be?
Oof.
Good question, I know.
That's a good question. Okay, not gonna lie. So embarrassing. It is a K-pop group.
Okay.
This group named ATEEZ. I love them, but like they have this
Do you know what they're saying?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Yes. I end up like looking up the lyrics and stuff, and then after listening to it for like a long time, because I've been listening to K-pop for like 6 years. Okay. So I
Damn, what? Whoa. They've been out for 6 years?
No, not 8
I mean, not out, but like they've been popping for 6 years?
Yeah, like K-pop's been big, but it became like super big once groups started getting huge here.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've been listening to it for 6 years, so I kind of picked up on a little bit. I ain't fluent, like. Oh, okay.
I thought niggas was getting fluent off of K-pop. I was gonna say, man, I might have to listen just so I can learn Korean.
Yo, Korean is hard. It is so hard. It really is. But they have recently dropped this album this year, and the songs on there are really good. They're all over the place, so it's like, you know, it might be EDM here, and then this one might have an R&B to it. This one's a slow jam. Like, I love it so much.
Got you. All right. Well, I know you're a movie fanatic.
Yay.
Give me your top 3 movies of all time.
Ooh,
okay. Well, for you, top 5.
Top 5? Okay, so I really love Ready or Not. That movie was a masterpiece to me. Avengers. I really
The first one? Or which one?
I'm going to say Endgame.
Okay.
I'm going to say Endgame for sure. Spider-Man. I'm going to say Homecoming because that joint was really good. I really love Crazy Rich Asians. That is my movie. And then last one, I am going to say weird, but I truly love Beetlejuice. I do. I love Beetlejuice.
Okay, Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
all right,
it's really
all
good.
Right. What movies are you looking forward to? That are coming up. I know movie theaters are coming up.
The Conjuring trailer yesterday, so I'm really excited for that one. I'm excited for, oh my God, what is it called? I just saw the trailer yesterday too, and I forgot what it's called already.
What?
It's a Marvel movie.
Shang-Chi?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm truly excited to see it.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Other than that, I haven't really seen a lot of trailers like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Fast and Furious.
You're excited for that?
I actually kind of want to see. In Fast and Furious, I can go on a whole rant.
They just do too much, bro. Exactly. It's like, bro, they about to go to space? Are you? These niggas are astronauts.
Yo,
they went from driving cars and racing to being astronauts.
I literally watched the trailer and I was like, if The Rock is in this movie,
Ludacris is a astronaut. Ludacris and Tyrese are astronauts.
I was ready for The Rock to show up and pull another helicopter because I was like, and I can go on a whole rant about that one because that just be like, I be watching a movie like, hold on, wait a second, okay, like I love The Rock, but what is this? What is going on?
Like, come on, bro.
But it actually kind of looks cool. So.
Astronauts. Like, come on, they're going to space now.
Oh my God,
no. Bro. What happened when they were just racing and robbing banks?
Like, you know, when
robbing banks is cool. Like cool. Fast 5 was cool. They were robbing the big bank. That's cool.
Exactly.
But then The Rock came in, pulling down helicopters, breaking his cast. What the fuck is this nigga, Steve Rogers? That's the only person I've ever seen pull a helicopter, and he was off super soldier serum. Yeah. This nigga's The Rock. The Rock just did it off pure strength.
Honestly, though, I can expect nothing else from The Rock. Like, I honestly can't.
But that's crazy, though. that shit was crazy.
I be sitting there like,
that was crazy.
Watching the movies. Did he just pull that helicopter? Am I supposed to just think this is normal?
This is what I'm saying. What?
Am I supposed to think this is okay? This is not something normal.
I don't know, man.
Not at all.
I don't know. But like, all right, let's talk to me about Marvel. Let's do it. Right. Let's do it. Let's go into the talk. All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Spoiler for anybody that didn't watch the last. Did you watch the last episode of Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't even started it.
Okay, well, never mind. No spoilers. I
haven't started it because I'm gonna be honest. I kind of didn't think I was gonna be into it. I didn't think I was gonna be into it, so I haven't started it. But I am ready for Loki, though.
Fair. I don't know. I think you would like this. I think you would like it.
All right,
it's a pretty good story.
Because my dad and my brother are watching it. Because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be into it.
Nah, I think you would be into it. It's more than just. What are your expectations for it?
Okay, so I know it's gonna be funny because those two characters themselves they're pretty funny, even in the movies. But for some reason, when it comes to superheroes, the shows I'm not really interested in. The movies, yes.
You didn't like WandaVision?
I loved WandaVision. Okay. I did watch that. Okay. I did watch that because I was like, I have to watch it because I love her. Like Scarlet Witch, honestly, top tier for me. So I was like,
nah, I didn't think that at first. But after watching WandaVision, she's the most powerful Avenger.
Yes.
She is OD. She is OC. I just was like, bruh, why? I didn't know. I had no idea, bruh. I didn't know. I was sleeping. I didn't like read any comic books, so I had no idea, bruh. But what she was doing in that show that shit was crazy.
It was wild. Cause
that shit was crazy.
Every time I think about like the little hand thing she did when she was walking out the house that one episode, and it cracks me up so much. But Wanda, honestly, I think Scarlet Witch is like up here for me. And like, you know, it's like Captain Marvel, her, like just OC people. Where I'm just like what the heck? Like try to beat that. Just try. Yeah. I just want to see.
I mean, I think what Falcon and the Winter Soldier is like, it's a lot of social commentary in there. It deals with obviously, you know, that Falcon's going to be the next Captain America. So it's kind of just like dealing with how can a black man be Captain America.
Okay.
So it's like kind of touching on that. I'm not going to lie, the villains are the villains are weak. The villains are kind of weak.
Got it.
I mean, she kind of has a point though. They're like a villain with a point, but they're just like, in my opinion, they weren't well done.
Okay.
They weren't like really well done. But I don't know. I liked it. It was enjoyable. It wasn't better than WandaVision. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's action in it. It's not touching WandaVision though.
Nah, WandaVision.
It's just like one of those fun series. Mm-hmm. Loki's gonna be better though.
I liked how in WandaVision though, like each episode it was a different decade. Mm-hmm. I really thought that was cool watching it because I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Each episode had a different feeling. Mm-hmm. Like watching Captain America and the Winter Soldier, like that. I had the same feeling watching every episode. WandaVision every episode gave me a different feeling.
Right.
Which I think it had more layers to that show. Had a lot more layers because it was like you were fine. You had a lot of things to figure out.
Yeah,
and it's still some shit you still don't know. Like
right,
you still don't know what the hell's going on in that show.
Not at all. I was sitting there like, wait, okay, so wait, that happened. Okay, then wait a second. Hold on, we gotta go back. I gotta go back because hold on, this happened too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting excited watching those episodes. Like that's how I know that show was better. Cause like after I finished the episode, I would just be like, "Oh,
wait,
what did I just watch?" And I had to go back and rewatch a certain part. And like, nah, WandaVision
it was
is crazy.
So weird because like I used to watch this show, not Dylan Marvel, but the show Haunting on Hill House or whatever. Like I watched that on Netflix, and I ended up picking up, even watching movies, just looking at stuff in the background, and that's what WandaVision was. Yeah, it was stuff in the background and stuff, and I was like, "Do y'all see that too?" Like, cause I was watching it with my family, like. Y'all see that, right? Okay, I'm not the only one that sees it. Yeah. Like, it's just stuff you got to pick up on. For sure.
Yeah. Loki's coming.
I'm very excited.
Shang-Chi's coming.
Very excited.
Are you excited for Black Widow?
Okay, look. I'm going to need them to hurry up. I'm going to need them to hurry up and put it out.
Yeah.
Okay, because
we've been waiting on that shit for a while, yeah.
I've been waiting, and at some point, I'm just like,
just give me the movie.
Just hurry up already.
All right. I do think that movie's going to be good, though. I definitely do think that movie's going to be one of the stronger movies that they've dropped
for sure.
So far.
Especially because we all have been waiting for it. Yeah. And the anticipation is just building up.
And, like, Black Widow's such a mysterious... We know nothing about her.
We know nothing.
Learning about her upbringing and the program that she was born into, like, I definitely think that's going to be a very interesting story. I definitely want to see how they pull it off. I'm excited to see... what's his name? Taskmaster. Definitely excited to see him. I'm definitely excited to see him in the movie. Yeah. So what I do have this question though. Okay. One last thing we want to touch on Marvel, then we'll move on. Good. Because some people don't really watch Marvel or anything. Oh. But which is sad.
I'm so sorry.
But it's like, what movie are you anticipating the most? What out of all the movies that are lined up, the Shang-Chi, Eternals, the new Spider-Man movie, Doctor Strange, Black Panther 2, Thor.
There's so many coming out. Honestly, I'm going to say Black Panther 2. Okay. Because I want to see how they're going to do it. Yeah. That's the main thing. I want to see how they're going to be able to work it out. Yeah. And honestly, I'm going to say this. Black Panther was one of the best movies to come out.
I will say this. After The Winter Soldier, if we're talking about just a movie, not Marvel movie, because I feel like a Marvel movie and a movie are two different things.
Yeah.
After Winter Soldier, Black Panther is the second best movie.
Yes.
Then I would kind of say, I don't know what's third. Maybe Endgame, because that was kind of like a really story-driven movie.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't give it to Endgame. I don't know. But I would say that Black Panther is the second best movie. Because that was a really good movie. Yeah, it just so happens that it was fighting in it.
Yeah. It was a really good, like, the storyline, everything about it was just on point. Yeah. And I was just into it. I was, like, in the theater just, like, hooked on the movie because it was that good.
I will say, like, when people first saw it, they thought that shit was incredible. Yeah. Then they went back and watched it. And they thought it was like, it wasn't that good. But it was just because, like, your expectations for it, when you first saw it, it was an event. Yeah. Especially when you saw it in a movie theater with, like, you were in a packed movie theater watching the first black superhero of that nature on a Marvel screen, like the first black lead. You know what I'm saying? So it was a powerful moment as an event. So of course, the second time you watched it, you're expecting that energy and that expectation, and you don't get it because you're just watching it maybe on your phone or so it's like less of an event. But it's like, because I felt the same way when I watched the second time. I was like, oh, it's not that good. But when I watched it for the third time, I took a break and watched it for the third time. That's a really good movie. It's
really good.
It's a good, very good movie.
It's one of those movies you can go back and just watch it again.
You can watch it over and over again. It's one of those movies.
Some movies I'd be like, okay, I saw it. I'm not gonna see it again. I'm good. But with Black Panther, I can just watch it. I'm not gonna be like, no, I don't want to watch it no more.
Yeah. It definitely touches on really good topics, like the characters. People talk about Michael B. Jordan. They didn't really like his acting. But, I mean, Killmonger was a great character. And people cannot deny that.
They can't deny
he was a great character. Maybe you didn't like his acting. Whatever. Fucking sticklers. Fuck it. Just go watch the movie. But some people really are into acting, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think he did a good job.
I think it was.
I think he did a good job. Personally,
when I watch movies, other than acting, I really focus on the storyline. And I also focus on visual as well. Like, does it look good?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It was like, was everything planned out well? And then plus storyline on top of that is what make it a good movie for me.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Just had to change the battery, but we are back. We're back. All right. 10. Well, not 10. Whoa. 5. 5 dinner guests. Dead or alive.
5 dinner guests?
Dinner guests, dead or alive.
Oof. Okay. Personally, I would actually I'm a big true crime type of person. So when it's like unsolved cases or stuff like that, I'm like, ooh, hold on, I kind of want to know. So a big case that everyone probably knows about is like JonBenet Ramsey. Her, I want to know what happened. Let me know.
So you're gonna have her. Oh, okay.
Let me know.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting.
I want to know,
okay.
Who did it? Because it's still an unsolved case. They keep saying it's like this man that came, but I want to know. Let me know. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I want who else? I want Michael. I want Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I need
a lot of games. A lot of games fit at that table. It's gonna be a lot of games fit at that table.
Yeah. I honestly want to know, what was your life like? Because I saw the movie. That nigga had a crazy ass
but
life. I want to know what was going on.
Yeah.
Who else? See
if he really touched them kids or not. I'm being serious, bro. I want to know.
Please. Who else? You know what? I want Whitney Houston there as well. Because I want to be like, hey, girl. Hey, you're a big icon.
Yeah.
Want to know what's going on. I see the movie as well. So what's going on?
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else? I'm trying to think of people alive. But honestly, all the people I want to talk to
are dead.
Yeah. And I just want to know their lifestyle. Like Aretha Franklin. I would have her too. Because we all, the TV show and stuff is out. So I want to know what's going on.
What's that show called? Because it's a show where they go through seasons or they just do someone's life in a season.
I can't remember what it's called. It's
on Hulu, right?
Yeah, I think it's on Hulu. Because my dad was watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, snap. All this stuff was going on in her life. Yeah. And then last person, honestly, I want Obama at the table.
Okay.
I want to know what his life was like inside the, being president and everything.
Okay.
Just let me know. I just want to know.
All right. You just brought up something interesting. I never really thought about bringing someone that died as a public death to the dinner table. So I'm gonna ask you this question.
Okay.
5 dinner guests. They all dead.
Okay.
But they're publicized deaths. Who are you bringing? And you have to talk about who killed you.
Ooh. Okay. Well, first, again, JonBenet Ramsey. I truly want to know what happened in that case because that was a little too strange.
Yeah.
It's another case. I can't remember the lady's name right now, but it's this video of her, she's coming in and out of this elevator, and all of a sudden she's
What's
found
her name?
dead. And I'm like,
oh, where's her name, bro? I know exactly what you're talking. She's Asian, right?
Yeah, I want to know what was going on. Was someone chasing you, or what was happening? Who else? I want Tupac.
Yeah, of course.
And I want Biggie.
Of course.
I want to know
of course.
what is going on.
Of course.
Tell me who did it.
Of course.
Because we don't know. And then last person, I would have to say, I'm trying to think of someone like it was a publicized death, but we don't know. It was like an unsolved case. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know who that last person is. I do want to, and it might be a little strange though, like publicize like serial killers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what was going on in your head? What made you think to do that?
Here's the thing about that. I wouldn't sit in that table with them.
Nah.
You're not sitting next to me.
You're not sitting next to me. You can sit over there.
Have you ever seen The Night Stalker? That documentary, that docuseries? That shit was crazy.
Yo, like
that he had a fucked up childhood.
Yeah.
Very fucked up childhood.
I've been listening to these cases about serial killers.
Yeah. And
all of them always it's always like a messed up childhood.
Yeah.
Something happened in their childhood that made them be like, I'm gonna go and kill all these people.
He was neglected by his parents. I think he was neglected by his parents. He was around his brother or his cousin that I think he killed his girl in front of him or used to beat his girl in front of him or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
he was grown he was raised by a cousin that was crazy. Raped. It was he learned all that crazy shit from his cousin, and that's how he grew up.
It's crazy. These serial killers, I'd be like, I see what happened in their childhood, and I'm like, that's not justified. But what made you think, hey, I'm gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Same with people who own cults and stuff. What made you think? I just want to know.
It's usually something from their childhood. Maybe it's something from their very early childhood. I don't know if this is something that really happens, but I'm not sure if you watched Dexter. Have you ever watched that show? So it's do you remember when he when him and his brother were found in that little crate and his mom was killed? That kind of sparked something in his brain that's okay, killing. You just fascinated with death. Was it you seen death at a very young age?
At a young age.
And it's I don't know. It's
stuff like that.
Something like that. And it's I'm not sure. What is that guy's name? It's I forgot what his name is, bro. But he's some serial killer. He's a big 6'9" serial. He's big as hell, big white 6'9" dude. He's big swole dude. I don't know. But he was fascinated with death. He used to kill animals, used to kill insects. And if you see your child killing animals,
oh my God,
he's going to get curious and he's going to be I wonder what it feels like if I killed a person. And they're going to do it.
Oops, sorry.
They're going to do it. If they're fascinated with killing animals, they're going to get bigger as they get bigger. And they're going to be damn, I kind of want to see what it feels like to kill a human. I wonder what that feels like.
The crazy thing is, that's how it is for a lot of serial killers. Their parents see them in the backyard killing animals.
And they just was I'll be hey, cut that shit.
Yo, that's not normal. What are you doing?
I'll be cut that shit out, bro. I'll be bro, you got to stop killing. Life is sacred.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You just got to teach your kids, life is a blessing. Life is sacred.
Exactly.
That's not something that should be taken away from someone.
Exactly.
That's not something that should be taken away from somebody.
And it's just, when I be hearing these cold cases or these true crimes, I'm growing up, these people went through so much. Yeah. So much. They were, either killing animals or they had a disability or this or this or this. And I'm where were their parents?
Yeah. What in the world, man? Gosh. Sorry, guys.
I'm just where are their parents? How did this happen? How do you just do all of this and your parents are just who cares? Who's the, they just don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm that's crazy. That is honestly so crazy to me.
Yeah. I think I have my list for
oh yeah, go ahead.
Cold cases. Of course, Nicole Brown Simpson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask her, hey, did OJ kill you or was it his son?
I honestly didn't even think about that.
Who killed you?
That is a good one. That's a good one.
I want to know.
That's a good one.
I want to know if OJ really out here slicing and dicing. All right, let me not make a joke about that. I'm sorry. That was mucked up. But 2K, Tupac and Biggie, of course. I want to see how did Eazy-E really die? Who injected that? Who gave him HIV? Who gave him AIDS? Who did it?
That's good.
How did he really did he really die? That's what I want to know.
These are good.
And then, what was another death that was publicized? I think it's just those 4.
Honestly, Michael was pretty publicized.
Yeah, Michael.
Like,
I feel like it was the doctor. He kind of just gave him a OC dose. Like I feel like it was.
Yeah, it was like crazy. It's like all of a sudden he was on tour and then he just died, and we was like, "What happened though?"
Nah, the doctor definitely killed him, or at least gave him too much.
Yeah,
it definitely gave him too much of something.
That was a wild day. I remember that vividly.
I think I remember that too. Like I remember
that.
We had just finished watching Transformers. I just finished watching Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh my God, is that the long one?
That's the second movie, yeah. The one in Egypt. I remember walking out the movie theater and I think I was with my dad. I was with one of my parents and they like Michael Jackson died.
I'm like,
I was like, huh?
Excuse me?
I didn't know who Michael Jackson. I knew who he was, but I wasn't really too familiar with him. I just remember like knowing exactly who he was right after the fact. Like it was so much videos, interviews, so much shit around him. It was so much shit around him when he. Yeah.
I remember that so vividly because I had just gotten out of school or whatever, and I was in the car on my way home, and then the radio was just like, "Oh my God, y'all, Michael Jackson's dead." And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then I came home, my dad's blasting Michael, so it was just like,
yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah, for sure. What new skills have you developed over quarantine?
I learned how to do embroidery for some reason. I kind of just watched the video, then I was just, okay, I got it. Painting, like these glass paintings. I learned how to do that. What else? I learned how to do my own hair. I'd never been good at doing my own hair. It's always in a ponytail or like this, like just out. And so I finally learned how to braid, and I was like, oh, okay, I know how to do my own hair now. I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah.
I want to say that's it. I've been doing a lot of arts and crafts, and I've never been the arts and crafts type, but now I am.
Are you familiar with my sponsor, Braided by Bree?
Yes. I am very proud of you. I am. I'm very proud of you. I am so proud of you. Good job.
Yeah. Have you booked an appointment?
Not yet, but I want to.
She isn't a sponsor. She is definitely a sponsor of this podcast.
She is so good. You are talented. Yeah. You're amazing. Yeah. I just want you to know that.
So when she makes money, I make money.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's good. That is cool.
Run me my money. I want a percentage. I'm helping you get clientele. I'm just saying.
You're doing a great job. I mean, you're doing amazing.
I'm just saying. All right, man. Let's focus on what you want to do. Talk about what you want to do in life. What do you want people to remember about Cidney Atchison?
I want people to remember that I've always wanted to be an inspiring person. As always, what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to make a great and lasting impression on somebody.
Yeah.
I've always that's why I want to be a music teacher. I do. When I grow up, because my music teacher left a lasting effect on me. So I want to do that with other kids and other people. You don't even have to be a kid. I just want to help you chase your dreams with music. And that's always been my goal in life. I just really want to do that. I thought is really a cool thing to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's good. Any motivational words for the audience? Anybody out there that needs the words, that is really on the edge? Hey
guys. Hey. I know how you feel. Okay. So I just want you to know, chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Chase your dreams. It's not that other person's life that's trying to tell you not to do it. It's your life.
Yeah.
So chase your dreams. Yeah. Don't go by what other people say.
Listen to what she said.
Okay. And please remember, your mental state is very important. Very, very important.
Absolutely.
So do not just deflect it and just ignore it. It's a very important thing, because if you're not mentally sane, nothing is going to go right.
Well, nope.
So please, it's important, and chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams, always.
It's an amazing thing to do. It is.
All right. Is there anything that you want to promote? Anybody's business, your business, someone else's business? Anything you want to promote?
Actually, I don't. I am so sorry. But I did have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. So I was on TikTok earlier. All right. And the question was, if you had to pick, you had to square up with a character, either from a movie or a TV show.
Square up.
Uh-huh. You had to square up with a person, like a character from a movie or a TV show. Who is it?
If I had to square up with any character?
Any character.
I'm going to fight Doodle Bob.
I wasn't ready for that answer, but valid. Very valid.
I'm not going to fight nobody OC.
Very valid.
Well, it depends on, do I get a power up?
Yeah.
If I get a power up, all right, so that's trying to change the dynamic. I can have any powers I want?
Any powers you want.
Okay.
It's really like you fit into the
universe.
The universe of whatever it is.
Damn, that's a good question. I want to have Superman powers and fight Superman.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. It's something about Superman that blows me. He just don't got it. Like he's OD powerful.
He is. He really is.
But he holds back. So I know if I fight Superman, he gotta give me his all.
Just give it all.
Even if I lose, just give me your. I want to see you. I want to see you at your worst, bro. Cause it's like he's always just
holding it back.
Oh, holding back is like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Cause really,
and Batman be like, bruh, come on, bruh, stop being a bitch, bruh.
Like he really could do it if he wanted to.
Yes.
Like I feel like Superman can kill somebody like that.
Yes,
just so
he can
quickly.
Literally pluck you to death.
That's it.
But it's like he always. I mean, I get it. He's this very like he doesn't want to hurt people. He knows he has the power, but he has the power to not use his power, and I get it. But come on, bro, cut all that shit out, man.
Did you watch?
I want to see you get ruthless. Oh, the 4-hour one.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
I watched it too.
It was solid.
It was good. I was kind of scared because I was like, "That's 4 hours."
4 hours of but it's like it was the original guy's movie, so I knew it would be better than the shit they put in the theaters.
Like
that shit was ass.
I was watching. I was like, "This ain't it."
Yeah, that
and then
shit
I watched
was
the 4-hour
ass.
one. I was like, and I missed all of this.
Yeah.
I missed every single thing.
One thing I will say, Martian Manhunter was in that movie and did not help at all.
At all.
He did not help at all. That shit was crazy.
And I think what's crazy is that they took that out of the movie. Like they just so many things that they had in there, they just took it out for some reason.
I'm glad he took that part. Yeah, we could have kept that out. Like that part that Josh Whedon took out, that was cool because he didn't do anything for the story. He did not do anything to serve the story at all. Telling Lois Lane that she needs to get back to work and live her life. What does that mean? Like,
I guess he was just there to be like, hey, I am a character. I am going to show up now. So I guess that's really what it was.
There's other ways to do that. Like, come on. And then you know that they fighting Steppenwolf and you not even going to help. You going to introduce yourself after the fact. After the whole problem is done. I'm Martian Manhunter. If you need my help, just let me know.
I was like,
where were you? Nigga, where were you like 5 hours ago?
We needed you. We needed you. And it really got me, though, was that Cyborg, his story was just
his story's way better.
Cut out. And I was just like, he has a storyline as well.
Yeah.
Like, dang, where'd his storyline go?
Yeah, it's way better. Way better when he has a story. It kind of connects the story. That's how I think the theater version was so ass. Is like there was no character development amongst any of them. They just became a team and fought.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was kind of like, is there a backstory? Is there any of that?
That's really the problem with most DC movies. Their pacing is horrible. Yeah, they don't know how to build up their characters. They go too fast.
It happens so quickly.
They're either really slow. The movie's really slow, and then it just picks up. Like, can you kind of ease me into my can you ease me into the movie?
Like, what's going on? Like, with the Justice League that came out in the theaters, it was like, okay, I met you. Now we're a team. Yeah. And it's kind of like...
Be on the team. No, not really. And it'll be like, okay. Then they come back. Oh, yeah, I want to be on the team now.
I want to be on the team now.
Cool.
Like, we didn't even get to see them talk to Flash. It was kind of just like, he's here.
Yeah.
And I was like, where'd he come from? How'd y'all get him to join? Like, storyline. I need a plot. I do.
Yeah, that definitely agree.
I for sure need it.
Yeah. Definitely agree. But all right, so wait, who would your pick be? If you had to fight somebody, who would you fight?
Oh, me? Okay, personally, I used to watch this show called Glee. I would definitely fight Rachel Berry. She was so irritating. I'm so sorry.
I don't know anything about Glee, so Fuck you, Rachel Berry.
She was so irritating, man. Like, I loved Glee. It's a singing show, so like, I loved it. But her, oh my gosh, like, she's one of those characters you're just like, can you just stop? Can you just like, just go sit over there, please? Thank you. But superhero wise, honestly, hear me out. I really do want to fight Batman. It's something about Batman that just, I can't.
See, you fucking up, man.
You're
fucking up, man.
I'm sorry.
Listen. Even if you fight him, I'm sorry, you're going to lose.
I'm going to lose, and I'm ready to accept the defeat.
I don't know why people be beefing with Batman. Batman is just, I don't understand how Batman's not one of the most relatable superheroes.
He's cool. I like Batman. But sometimes Batman just be, I'm like, oh God. Like, he just irritates me sometimes.
Batman's the GOAT.
Oh, I have another person. Sorry. I really just be beefing with characters. But Bella from Twilight, I can't. I
fight everybody on that show. On that movie.
Honestly.
I mean, I've never watched any of the Twilights. So, I don't know.
I actually liked them. I like them. And
a lot of people do.
Yeah. People actually trashed Twilight, though. Like, when it first came out, they was like, this is a terrible movie.
It's usually white. It was probably just white guys.
Like,
white guys don't like Twilight.
Probably. But I liked it. I did. Bella did irritate me. But I liked it. I do like the series. I was that typical teen. I was watching Hunger Games, Divergent, Twilight, stuff like that.
I mean, yeah. It's typical.
I really was.
I don't know. I haven't watched Divergent. I watched the first 2 Hunger Games. I think Catching Fire was better than the first one.
Yes.
But
it was just wild. Like,
yeah, I don't think I've watched any of the Twilights. I've never watched any of the Harry Potters. I've never watched
that hurt.
I never watched any of I don't know. I never watched any of I'm capping. My mom made me watch one of the last Harry Potter for my birthday. My birthday.
I bet you were just mad confused about what was going on.
I was just watching the movie. I didn't even know. I don't even remember it. But for my birthday, we had to watch Harry Potter.
I'm sorry.
I was like, bro, what? I've never watched any of those movies. I think I've only watched The Deathly Hallows. I think it was part 1. I didn't even finish part 2. I didn't even finish the fucking series finale.
I loved it. I love Harry Potter. I don't know what came over me at that time, but all of a sudden I was just like, Harry Potter. I was just into it.
I mean, not everybody's, not everybody. A lot of people are into that movie. So shout out to Harry Potter.
Yeah, it was cool. Loved you guys. It was great. I'm trying to think of like other things like that I've watched, like, well, particularly this year. I did watch that show. I think it's Ginny and Georgia. I did watch that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna watch that show until I saw one of the titles of one of the episodes. One of the episodes is called I'm Triggered. And as soon as I saw that I'm triggered, I clicked off the show. Because I don't want to watch that episode.
It's just, that series was a mix of emotions, okay? Because you got the daughter who is just, she was a lot. She, in my opinion, was pretty mean to her mom. Yes, her mom did things, but it was for her benefit. You know, like, it was to protect her. And she was just super mean to her mom. And I was like, what you so mean for? Like, what are you doing this? There's no need for you to be like that. And that was one of the shows. I watched WandaVision. I watched them. Now I'm just going back and watching old shows, like Boy Meets World. I love that show. I do. I love it. So I'm just going back and watching it now.
Got you. Some pretty good shows, man. All right. But we are at the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
We're at the end of the episode. Thank you guys for listening. Really enjoy doing this podcast with you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for asking me.
I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. As always, you can find this podcast on IG, mind.over.matter.podcast. We're going to be out this Monday. I'm dropping episodes on Monday now, not Friday. They're coming out every Monday now. Because now I have to edit the video and stuff like that. So just give me some time. You're probably not waiting on me anyway. So just listen to it when it comes out, please.
Yeah, better listen. He takes time. He does a great job. So y'all need to listen.
You heard it here first.
To this podcast. All right.
You heard it here first. This is a singer now. World renowned World-renowned Cidney just said that I do a good job, okay?
He's great.
Now, if her opinion isn't valid, I don't know what is. I'm just saying.
He's great. Listen to it.
But I'm going to start putting it on more platforms, like putting it on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. So you're going to be able to find it anywhere. Just watch, you don't even really have to watch it. Just put it on. You can just go ahead and do whatever you want to. Just put it, just let it play. Just let it play. You can do that if you really don't really care about what I'm saying. Put it on Spotify. Turn the volume all the way down. You might as well.
You should. You need to be listening.
You might as well.
You need to be listening.
Well, yeah, you should listen. But if you didn't want to listen, help your boy out and just turn the volume down. Any play counts. Okay.
No, listen.
Play it every day.
Listen. You need to listen. Put it on full blast. Put it on full blast and listen to it.
If Cidney said you should do it, I think you should listen. But that's just me. All right. Now, I want you to have a beautiful weekend. I want you to have a beautiful week. And I'll see you guys next week with my next guest, whoever that is. We never know. And bye. This is... Yeah!